Hi gang, thanks for joining in and thank you for taking the time and watching this video. As mentioned in my earlier video, I wasn't happy with how the skirt for the Valkyrie set turned out, so I went ahead and did a new one. As of this taping, the version you see at the end of this video is the one that I currently have finished, but it is not the final version because there are some minor changes I still want to do, and since they won't take long, I will not make another video with it. So the next video will be about the next part of the set, either the shoes or the arm, hand, guard, whatever. Yeah, so I started with the leg part. I looked into a few different ideas that I had, or a few different inspirations that I had, reference material, and I was like, okay, I have like an idea where I want to go with this, and took some time to actually get the whole idea together, and yeah, I was finally done with the idea and could put it into action. So yeah, I incorporated the first skirt I made partly and added it to this one. Yeah. One of the things I will change later on is you see these sort of pants things that's on the model. Right now they are a little bit too long for my tastes, so I will shorten them to a certain point. Yeah, I will also mess around or change the skirt that I'm currently doing. So as you can see, I used the skirt that I had, and um, uh, extruded the lower edge from it, and basically made it longer than it was. But also I cut part of the front. You could say it's for mobility, but really it's just the style that I had in mind when I did this. So yeah, you can see the pants have some more details, like they have these holes with the oars for the chain that I do next. There's no chain in the there's no oar for the chain in the back because you don't see the back actually in the finished model with the skirt and all. Even though I will change the shirt a little bit, this will probably stay true, and if it doesn't, I will have to add the oar manually later on. But yeah, so the trademark, there's some chain part type thingy in it, which yeah, I'm doing right there. I'm using the same chain link as from the chest armor, so that I have a kind of an ongoing style in this. But yeah, the second and the third and the fourth chains are basically copy pasted, and then I rearranged the smaller parts. So for this for the whole thing, I needed around 90 minutes, not including the time where I put it into DES and do some minor change ups at some points where I was like, okay, no, this I need to basically I touched up the crotch area where there was a really weird curve going on that looked completely off. So I decided to retouch that, and among other things. I forgot one or two textures that I had to add in a second installment. But yeah, right now I'm looking at the skirt and cutting parts there. So you see actually more of the leg and the chain. Yeah, and also I started doing the textures right from the start, which probably is the reason why I forgot two of them in the first installment of the product. Yeah, this is actually way closer to what I had in mind in the first place. You will later on you will see also side armor on the hip, on the left and right, and she will also get some armor at the front when I retouch it later on. I guess tomorrow, so Friday. Yeah. I won't update the video though, so I will very likely link the finished product, then my Patreon page, my finished product in the video where I do the last part. Yeah. Anyhow, yeah, I've struggled a lot with the texture of the of this pant part, because just somehow couldn't really fit it where I wanted to. I actually thought that I can just put it down like a simple plane, since it actually would work, but yeah, I just had to. I would have had to actually touch every single point in the UV layer, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that right now. I don't have the nerve for it. Yeah. So this is the start of the side part, the side armor. You can see I'm with the wing idea again. These winged look that I have going on for the helmet and or for the headgear and the chest gear, which I used again. Also the same work steps basically. So first designing, then cutting, then thickening, and now I'm moving all the parts in position so it looks like I wanted to. This was actually the original idea I had, and at some point, I don't know, I went for the other one, the last video you saw, and yeah, it took me quite some time to actually get this idea drawn out, because I was like, okay, I don't want to just wear a slip or some panties. This isn't. I want some more detail in the crotch area. So I really. It took some time before I had this idea that you see here. And upon checking on it, I was like, okay, this is interesting. This is what I want, but I'm not just quite there yet. So I will retouch it and change a few minor details, but you will see it in the finished version then in I guess next weekend. I hope next weekend. If nothing comes in between, then I should be finished next weekend with the whole Valkyrie set, which then took about 2 to 3 weeks to finish. But yeah, what I was said. So what worth it? What was worth it? Although it's one of the most detailed sets I have done yet. So it's still progress in the way of making 3D stuff, and you saw the windmill in between, and I still have 1 or 2 other things I want to try out that are not cloth based, so stay tuned for those, I guess. If you not like my clothing style, which I can absolutely understand and which is absolutely fine, stay tuned for the not clothing stuff, I guess. Yeah. But this is the second part, the wingskirt. Enjoy and see you around, guys.